Hello folks, coming to you from the Las Vegas Constables office. In this broadcast, we're going to highlight some of the issues and questions that you, the viewers, have about the Las Vegas Constables office.
Ordinance introductions beginning with item number 57. Introduce an ordinance to amend Title II of the Clark County Code by adding a new chapter, Chapter 2.14, abolishing the office of the Constable for the Las Vegas Township.
One of the big concerns about this whole issue, of course, the Constable's office and all its employees were against abolishing the office. We feel it's a circumvention of the voters and should not be done. If somebody wants to, if somebody doesn't like you, Mr. Sisolak or Chris G., do you think it would be right to say, well, let's abolish Commissioner District, whatever district, District C or District B or District A, just because somebody don't like you. That's why we have voting. One person, one vote. And that's how it works in this, in the state.
One, I do, and I did in my comments separate the media issues versus what's going forward, and just ask that you look, if that's something that has anything to do with your decision, that you look deeper than the front page of the paper and what's there. Secondly, as you look at the model that the Sheriff's Civil Division uses versus what the Constable's office has, you may find, and I believe that you will find, that a transfer of the duties from the Las Vegas Township Constable to the Sheriff's Civil Division will create a backlog, will create a very long time delay in getting some of these services done, and it will be a cost center for the sheriff that currently he's laid people off. And even though there's the ability to hire people, he is not staffed, he is not properly, and I don't know that he wants to, I don't know, I'm not going to speak for the sheriff. But that would be a big thing that'd be a big thing to put that duty on him versus where it is right now. And that was the distinction I was making. There is a big difference in what they do today, and by putting that on the Sheriff's Civil Division, I think that you're going to create a big hole that's going to cost them additional money. And we look at the county as a whole, there are 11 constables in this county. If you treat the township of Las Vegas different than you treat the township of Henderson or the township of North Las Vegas or Laughlin, there's some issues there. And then the other thing I would ask that you look at, if you're going to look at these, is the statute as they currently are. And if the legislature changes that. But I am adamant, and we had a judge agree, that the way that the township constables are doing their business today is contrary to the way the statute is today.
Just a couple of quick comments. They abolished the office before. It didn't work when they did it before, and I don't think it's going to work again. And like I said before, I think it's a circumvention of the voters when we do things like this. The other thing about the sheriff, I can personally tell you that I spoke with Sheriff Gillespie. He told me personally that he does not need or want the extra work. And if you look at the current law, okay, you need to read the current law, because the current law says that if the constable's office is abolished, it can be put under the sheriff's civil, and the sheriff's office will receive zero compensation for doing the services. So the only thing in the current statutes is that the constable can charge fees for the service, and that's what keeps our office tax-free. We don't require a nickel of any tax dollars to run this office. If you put it under the sheriff, you're going to be using general fund monies to pay 60 people, deputies, vehicles, uniforms, training. You're going to be reinventing the wheel. It's going to be a big waste of money. The services are going to go down. It's going to take 8 months for an eviction, maybe 7 or 8 months to serve a garnishment. I think the discussion on this whole thing started with the law of the other constables coming into the Las Vegas Township. All of you commissioners have received a copy of the Legislative Council Bureau opinion. And if you look at the last page on the last paragraph, it specifically says that other constables cannot go into other townships and serve process. This has been going on for too long. We brought it to this commission over a year ago. The commission decided not to pay for us to enforce the law, so we have been hindered on enforcing the law. So all we ask is that, we want support. We want you to read the law so you know what it says, Read the legislative opinion. You know, we didn't get any support from this commission on enforcing the law, so we had to take it upon ourselves to go and file a lawsuit in district court, which we did receive an injunction, and now it's on appeal. It's stuck on appeal on a technicality. Anyway, my comments. Like I said, my position is that this should not go further than today's hearing. I don't think that the other commissioners should vote to bring this forward. All it's going to do is make problems, and it's a bad sign to the voters that we want to circumvent the voters. If somebody doesn't like who's elected in office, if somebody doesn't like Chris G. or you, Mr. Sisolak, they have the right to vote when it comes election time to vote against you. And I saw you on Ralston when they said, "Oh, you want to put all these things, all these extra things on the constable's office, all these qualifications and everything like that." And then Ralston asked you, "Hey, do you want to? What about the commissioners? Do we need qualifications for the commissioners? Should they be high school graduates? Should they have some kind of college? Should they have some kind of degree?" And what was your answer? "No, I don't think so," you said.
Okay, Mr. Baumgartner, okay. And I'm going to comment as it relates to that. I'm sure Mr. Ralston appreciates the plug. But the commissioners don't carry guns and arrest people. So there's a difference.
No,
yes, sir, I appreciate it. Yes, sir, do you have a comment?
I would like to speak, Commissioners. My name is Jeff Hammock. I'm the captain in charge of the Civil Division at the Constable's Office. And exactly what you just brought up is what I want to speak to, is the professionalism of the deputies that are there. I myself, for example, retired from Metro after 28 years. The last 10 years I was spent in narcotics. I can only speak for my division. I have 10 to 12 deputies that all have 20, I shouldn't say all of them, at least 4 of them are retired Metro. They have 20, 25 years experience. Some of them are NHP, some of them are Henderson. There's not, they go out and do these evictions every day. It's a dangerous job. Twice last year, we had deputies knock on the door. The tenant inside committed suicide using a gun. They've been attacked with nunchucks, anything else you can think of. And if you look at what I would consider a very big red flag for this office would be unlawful use of force and that type of thing, you won't find it. These guys are professional. They do it every day, and they're doing a very, very difficult job. When you go with a court order to evict people out of their homes and remove them, after 28 years in law enforcement, I realized I think they hate constables more than they did police officers, which was unfortunate. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else? One more. If you could please, I've got to ask you to please respect the courtesy. I would appreciate no applauding or jeering or catcalling. Just as public comment, I want everybody to be respectful, please. Yes, sir.
Yes, my name is Dean Lauer. I'm the Deputy Chief over at the Constable's Office. And to start off with something that's a little off topic, I would love if you'd forward me that email, and I will definitely look into the complaint this lady has made, reference our deputies. Other than that, I just want to say it's hard to follow Jeff Hammock and Sharon Graziano and the Constable. I just want to remind the members of the Commission that the Constable's Office is more than just a collection of desks, chairs, and computers. There's real live human beings that are there, and they're trying to do the best job they can in difficult circumstances. I would just like you to take that into consideration as you look at this amendment.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else wishing to testify?
My name is Charlene Morgan. I'm a county employee of the Constable's Office. I'm an office services manager. I'm just speaking on behalf of the county employees that work there. There's about 13 of us. We were actually all hired under the former constable. I personally am against abolishing the office. I think we provide a great service to all of Clark County. I just hope that you remember that we are just regular people that are just trying to support our families. We don't have any horse in the race as far as policy or trying to circumvent anything or go around you guys or whatever is the issue on the table as far as the constable is concerned. We just want to provide the services to the public that I feel are very valuable.
We also do believe that it's imperative that the office itself remain there. It does serve a purpose for the community. It helps protect the community. It does or has saved the taxpayers money.
in the past. And also, we believe it will burden Metro. There's no doubt that they can do it, but we believe it would be a burden. Also, we all believe that to turn the functions over to the private sector would be more risk and less accountability.
Hello, Commissioners and ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sharon Graziano. I am the Executive Assistant to the Constable. My duties for the past 3 years is Administrative Manager for the entire team of Deputy Constables. Your findings, seemingly based upon old and exaggerated media references, do not take into consideration the high quality work ethic of the dedicated and hardworking staff, such as myself and all of the Deputy Constables that I, in my administrative capacity, coordinate with on a daily basis. We all have families and children that rely upon us. These fine men and women are obligated by their assignments to go into some of the most crime-ridden and dangerous areas of Las Vegas to secure property, among other of their duties, and to help our society achieve a better way of life. To abolish this office, the office of the constable based on media hype would be a crime to the citizens of the Township of Las Vegas. Thank you for your time.
Commissioners, I'm Hadi Sajjadi. I can just echo what the constable as well as the assistant has just expressed. We have a tremendous number of employees with families that are dependent on this office as well as the community at large. So we would appreciate your consideration of that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning. I've been in the industry of doing evictions notices.
Excuse me, yes, identify yourself.
My name's Tom Valento. I am the president of Take Notice Incorporated. I have found in the past, when this was turned over to the sheriffs, it is not a priority issue to the sheriffs. It's an add-on to the sheriffs. The lag time, the wait time in getting our process done is very well done with the constable's office. The process that they use, the performance that they give us is second to none. I just want to tell you that I think it would be a hindrance on us as business people if you took this problem and took it away from the constable's office. I have a choice right now to go to a private process server or use the constable's. There's just no comparison. The constable's does a much better job. They're more professional. They interact with my staff basically on a daily basis, answering questions, resolving issues. I can't get that from the sheriff's department. So I'm just telling you, as a business person in this community, you would hurt my business immensely if you took away my, ability to use the constable's offices for the performance of services they give me. Thank you.
From all of us here at the Las Vegas Constable's office, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Be safe and keep your eyes open.